Fundada em 1969 pela Igreja de Scientology, a Comissão dos Cidadãos para os Direitos Humanos investiga e expõe as violações pela psiquiatria dos direitos humanos. A partir da sua sede internacional em Los Angeles, a CCHR documenta as práticas invasivas e destrutivas da psiquiatria e publica as suas descobertas, disponibilizando-as em 15 línguas. Mais de 12 milhões de exemplares foram distribuídos aos profissionais de serviços médicos, oficiais governamentais, educadores e líderes empresariais por todo o mundo. A sede é o local da exibição mundialmente reconhecida Psiquiatria, uma indústria de morte. Centrada sobre 14 filmes documentais, esta moderna exibição apresenta a história da psiquiatria, das suas origens, quando os doentes mentais eram presos como animais, à presente sociedade de dopagem massiva como a cura para desordens inventadas. As versões ambulantes da exibição visitam centenas de cidades em 5 continentes, abrindo o caminho a centenas de milhares para descobrirem por eles a escura verdade por detrás da psiquiatria. O que é hoje um movimento global dos direitos humanos começou há 30 anos com a luta pela liberdade de um indivíduo. Victor Ghiori, internado à força num hospital psiquiátrico da Pensilvânia.
He was interviewed by a psychiatrist who said, "I can't understand a word this man is saying. He's incoherent. Obviously a paranoid schizophrenic. Commit him," which they did. Now, he wasn't babbling incoherently, he was speaking Hungarian. We filed a lawsuit against the hospital. In the middle of the case, the doctor who was the head of the hospital stands up and he says, "We want nothing more to do with Victor Ghiori."
A libertação de Victor Ghiori foi a primeira de milhares pelo mundo com a ajuda da CCHR.
CCHR challenged involuntary commitment laws throughout the United States and internationally, and what we found was that people were being incarcerated without any legal rights.
They had no right to an attorney. They could be drugged, shocked, lobotomized without their consent.
Por exemplo, a Austrália em 1977, onde a CCHR expôs uma prática psiquiátrica chamada cura de sono.
Patients were being knocked unconscious with a cocktail of barbiturates and other psychiatric drugs, and they were being subjected to electroshock treatment daily, sometimes twice daily, without their knowledge. Deep sleep treatment had led to 48 deaths.
Foi a CCHR que o investigou e expôs, e lutou por mais de uma década para proibir a cura de sono. Na África do Sul, a CCHR expôs os campos psiquiátricos, onde os pacientes eram alojados e tratados brutalmente e escravizados. Na Itália, a CCHR trabalhou com os meios de comunicação e os legisladores, e com raids nos hospitais psiquiátricos. As condições eram de barbárie e a CCHR obteve o seu encerramento. No Japão, a CCHR expôs os crimes financeiros de psiquiatras e hospitais que defraudavam o governo e os contribuintes. Os culpados foram julgados e os hospitais encerrados. E nos Estados Unidos, a CCHR revelou uma fraude de bilhões de dólares na maior cadeia de instalações de saúde mental privada nacional. 600 agentes federais fizeram rusgas em 20 estados, seguiram-se dezenas de acusações, milhões de dólares em multas e o encerramento definitivo de toda uma cadeia de hospitais corruptos. E por detrás dos muitos avisos públicos que hoje em dia se podem ver sobre as drogas psiquiátricas estão as atividades da CCHR.
CCHR has documented the side effects of these drugs, has taken evidence to the FDA, has gone to Congress, has obtained congressional hearings.
It took 13 years before the FDA finally admitted that those drugs can cause suicide and issued black box warnings. We got 9 state laws passed. Following that, it was the introduction of the Child Medication Safety Act in 2004.
Durante um período superior a 3 anos, houve mais de 60 avisos governamentais a exporem os perigos das drogas psiquiátricas devido aos esforços da CCHR e outros.
People do have problems in life. Sometimes they can be very serious. But the last thing you want to do is hurt them, and that's what psychiatric treatment does. There are alternatives. There are treatments and methods that will actually help people without the violence of drugs and electroshock. And they're economical as well. And that is a threat to a vested interest that is making billions of dollars from psychiatric drugs every year.
History has shown that virtually every workable treatment, every one that has been available for the seriously mentally disturbed, people who actually need help, has been suppressed or shut down by the vested interests of psychiatry and the pharmaceutical industry.
The public's largely been getting their information from the industry that benefits on putting them on psychiatric drugs. It's an advertising campaign. It's not science, it's marketing.
CCHR is causing things to change by being champions for a growing number of well-intentioned people who are risking their professional careers to speak up against the abuses of psychiatry.
Having that support from a group like this has made a tremendous difference in what I feel personally that I've been able to accomplish.
I think of CCHR as fellow soldiers.
I'm unaware of any other organization that does the kind of work that CCHR does, particularly on the scope and the level that they do.
CCHR has been very effective at moving the ball down the field. One at a time, one state at a time, one legislator at a time.
CCHR has had the resources to be able to teach and have legislators become more aware of what the problem with the psychotropic drugs are.
CCHR has researched the issue. When you need the facts, you go to CCHR.
Hoje, a CCHR tem mais de 250 filiais em dezenas de países por todo o mundo. Onde e sempre que os psiquiatras abusem dos direitos humanos, a CCHR leva a sua mensagem para as ruas, dos Estados Unidos ao Japão, do Canadá ao Reino Unido. Membros proeminentes da CCHR lideram marchas para assegurar a proteção e liberdade do abuso psiquiátrico para todos.
It's essential that CCHR does their job and gets the support to do their job, because the extent to which they do, the whole vehicle that's out of control about psychiatry gets to be contained and gets to be eliminated. It scares me to think if this doesn't happen. I've seen up close what it's like, and it scares the daylights out of me.
You have 100,000 people electroshocked every year. You have 17 million children worldwide taking mind-altering drugs. You have people being involuntarily committed every 75 seconds, and it's all under the guise of mental health.
The only way that you are going to get humane treatment into the mental health system is to take psychiatry and the vested interests out of the picture. And only then will you see people truly obtaining mental health.
You have two choices. Either you pretend you knew nothing about it, or you do something about it. With knowledge comes responsibility. That's why we're here. That's why people are joining forces with CCHR.
Juntando centenas mais de todas as crenças e modos de vida. A CCHR investiga e expõe as violações psiquiátricas dos direitos humanos e irá continuar a fazê-lo até que as práticas psiquiátricas abusivas parem e os direitos humanos e a dignidade sejam devolvidos. A sua ajuda é necessária. Junte-se a nós nesta luta.